Hello. The question is, how can I line up with the wellness that's in my escrow? I used to believe I could do anything. And then my health started changing.
Well, we've been talking about how not easy it is, how difficult it is to ignore what's going on. The what is gets your attention, doesn't it?
Big time.
So the simplistic, annoying, but really accurate answer is ignore what's happening and focus more what's in your escrow. What do you think's in there? Can you describe it? Because you see, as we visit with you, if you're like most, you could give us more detail about the not wellness than you could about the escrow. And it's obvious and logical why that would be. But the fact is, you'd be way better at that than you would about this. How does this manifestation of this illness feel emotionally? What's the emotional
despair
description? Despair?
Helplessness.
And so it manifests. In what way does this illness limit you? On a day-to-day basis, what handicaps are apparent?
I see my handwriting deteriorating.
So you can't communicate as well as you could.
Right.
What else?
I have a tremor that manifests.
And how is that problematic? Extend that for us a little bit. So you're not as effective?
Not as effective.
What else?
Sense of weakness.
So the stamina is just not there.
It's improving, but
speak it in a clear way. In other words, it's like unsteady, unsure, uncertain, yes. Insecure.
Absolutely.
So now this manifestation, which seems like it is the byproduct of an illness, but we would like to say instead is the byproduct of a chronic vibration.
Yes.
So anything else going on to which you would say, I felt insecure, unsteady, couldn't really communicate. What kinds of things in your life were like that? Because they were there. Give us some description of those.
My career came to a point where I needed to make a change.
So give us some of the details of the insecurity, the not being listened to, the not being able to communicate. In other words, what was in your face that trained you into that vibration? Did you hear that? What was it that you were observing that trained you into the vibration that later gave you the in other words, so somewhere you got a vibration going on and then you get manifestations that match it. And then you got another vibration go on and you get manifestations that match it. And then you get this vibration going on and you get manifestations that match it. And right now we're at the manifestations that match the vibration that are insecurity, not being able to communicate clearly, unstable, uncertain. So now we're trying to walk back just a little bit because we want to help you get to the vibrational cause. We don't want to help you look for a cure. They're going to tell you there isn't one. We want to help you find the vibrational cause because the vibrational cause can be changed. And when the vibrational cause changes, the indication changes. And when the indication changes, you found the cure. Now they'll say it wasn't a cure, it was a misdiagnosis.
That's what I told the doctors. I said, I'm changing my vibration.
So
you don't seem to understand.
Well, bless their hearts, they've got what is itis. They are trained to look at the evidence of the vibration, and then they get locked into the reality of that. You see, there's not a microscope that can take them into the vibrational depths of things. It's the emotional microscope that takes you into the vibrational depths of things, you see. So do you still have that job?
Yes, I'm incredibly successful at what I do, and I love what I do.
So what about it was making you feel insecure? In other words, what was or is there that has that same vibrational content that is manifesting here? Because it is there.
The older I get, the more I believe that I didn't know what was going on.
Give us more detail about that.
The more I understand about my craft, the less I understand it. The less I know.
Give us more.
the word unworthiness comes in.
Well, you went right to it, but let's go more slowly because it'll be more helpful. So, what is it that you don't know about your craft? Because you've pinpointed what it is. This is the subject.
Okay.
This is the subject that is responsible for the vibrational discord that later turned up this vibrational discord. So as you get this sorted out, you're going to have a shift in vibration, and then the indicator has to shift too.
Yeah.
It's for sure. So it's worth taking the time here just to sort this out a little bit. So now you went right to this place of unworthiness, but come fast forward just a little bit with us and tell us more what you meant about the more you know that you don't know. Because we agree, there is infinite knowledge out there. And even as leading edge creators that we all are, we only know what we know. But if we can be satisfied in knowing what we know and be pleased with the contrast that will take us to another place, then we can settle into the infinite eternalness of our beingness, and we can live with it. In other words, inadequacy goes away when you accept that it's never done.
There it is.
Felt good, didn't it?
Feels great.
See, it's like this. Because I'm always standing on a new platform, exploring new contrast, new ideas will always come. So this is the story. We're going to give it to you strong and steady and in a really good way until you absorb it completely. And as you hold this story in your mind, it will relieve that discomfort and you'll see evidence of it, really. So, can't find the beginning place of you, but let's start with before you were born. Source energy, who said, want to go forth, want to contribute, want to expand. This is the part you forgot, want to have fun. So, I projected a part of me here, explored contrast, boy did I ever, and expanded. And then I come into alignment. Now, this isn't the story of your life. This is the plan you had. So then I recognized the gap, felt it, wanted to feel good, found the thoughts that did feel good, ignored the others who were trying to guide me otherwise, found the thoughts that felt good, became almost obsessed with feeling good, guided myself into alignment, felt myself click into place, felt really happy about my accomplishment for a minute, then looked around and found a whole new set of contrast. Bummer. No good, no bummer. No good. Thought I was going to get it done. So, contrast caused more expansion, more separation between me and me. Didn't like it. Didn't feel good. Coped with it. Wanted to feel good. Reached for the best feeling thought I could find. Found alignment. Vibrational alignment. Now manifestations had to join. Hallelujah. For another minute. Mm-hmm. Looked around. Another set of contrast. Bummer. Expanded to a new place. Oh, this feels familiar. Not in alignment. Know what to do. Turn and bring myself into alignment. Feels great. I'm in alignment. Eager to see the manifestation. Familiar. New contrast. Cool. Just as I expected, just as I always knew it would be. I'm getting the hang of this eternal being that I am. No longer feel inferior about the expansion that will be. No longer inferior about what I don't know. Trusting law of attraction, knowing it will bring to me all that's necessary for me. And now, my only quest, my moment-to-moment, day-to-day quest, is to get inside that escrow, in there where the new stuff is, in there where the new stuff is. Knowing that law of attraction will bring to me whatever is necessary. It's not my job to know everything. Everything would clutter and confuse my life. It's only my job to align with my current outcome as best as I can see it, and law of attraction will bring everything necessary for the accomplishment of it. There's not a long list of things I need to know. There's not a long set of rules I have to conform to. There's just me and my desire, my natural expansion, my knowledge of alignment, my accomplishment of alignment, and then my expansion. My knowledge of alignment, my accomplishment of alignment, and my expansion. On and on. It's a cycle that goes.
And fun.
So we tell the story about, so here you are, setting forth this constant, steady stream of asking, and Source calling you toward it, which creates this powerful stream. And then we say, you didn't come to get it done. You didn't come so that life could cause you to set goals that you then must accomplish in order to fulfill. You came forth so that life could help you set goals so you'd have an excuse to move in the direction. And you never ever thought you would get it done. You knew that there would be another that would call you, and another that would call you, and another that would call you, and another that would call you. And it's the moving in the direction that is life. You didn't come to learn it all. You didn't come to know it all. You didn't come to teach it all. You came for the ride on the river. You came for the thrill of life inspiring the new idea and the fun of catching up with it, knowing that there would be another idea, and the fun of catching up with it, knowing there would be another idea and the fun of catching up with it. And as you let that settle in, that's your eternal nature. You'll stop shaking. You'll stop trying to do the impossible. You'll stop applying pressure to yourself that you never intended and that doesn't get you anywhere anyway.
Right.
Yes.
How can I have more fun?
Well, we think knowing the rules of the game helps. And then you just have to get oriented toward more fun. You just have to lighten up and not take it all so seriously. We felt you sort of shift earlier as we were visiting. We think it'll all be more fun. We'd like you to stand back as the Source within you is. Now, we're going to say this delicately because we don't for a minute ever want you to think that the Source within you is mocking you or laughing at you in any way. But you all are really funny. In the seriousness with which you approach life. If you could just know that it always turns out good and that it could start turning out good right now, you just lighten up. Let go of the feeling of responsibility and let go of the feeling of trying to hold others accountable, and mostly let go of the feeling of trying to hold yourself accountable. And just be this free-floating, brilliant Source energy being, focused here and doing really well that you are. Another way of saying this with you is, you have parlayed your life into something that the stream is moving really fast. And when you've got a fast-moving stream and you don't allow yourself to keep up with it, it just beats you up, that's all.
Big time.
So your stream's just moving fast, and now you know what to do about it. Make lists of positive aspects, look for things to appreciate, mostly appreciate what is, even focus upon the details of what you're currently living with your physical experience, and appreciate the clarity that it brought to you. Say to yourself, oh, this illness that they all thought would take me out, instead, it was the beginning of my really delicious life. I'm just getting going here. I had to have something big and catalytic in order to bring me to a place of clarity, but now I've got clarity, I can let go of all of that. And you can.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.